Hey, what's up, everybody? Hump day, Mark. Wednesday already. Man, these weeks are just crazy. Um, so this morning, 8 o'clock. Hey, this morning, I had a friend who asked me about headphones. And so, what I thought I would do today is just talk about some headphones that I use, what I use them for, the things I like about them, the things I don't like about them, and I'm creating a resource so that you guys can go and check out the headphones I'm talking about. And I'll. It's not quite finished yet, but I will tell you. I'll put in the comments below here. So let's talk about headphones. So, like I said, I had a friend to call me and say, "Hey, I'm doing some recording here. I haven't done it in a while." and I want to know what kind of headphones to use. And the thing about it is, hey, Steve, the thing about it is there is no perfect set of headphones, really. Honestly, the bottom line is this before I go into anything, the best headphones for you are the ones that you're going to be comfortable wearing and the ones that you will feel creative on. I know that that sounds kind of like a cop out answer, and I guess it is a little bit, but I found that to be a very strong motivator for me, the thing that makes me feel like creating, right? So with that in mind, just keep in mind there's no perfect headphones, but I'm gonna walk you through the headphones that I use. Okay, probably I'd say the ones I use the most, and okay, so let's just start at the top. The ones I use the most right now are probably the Bose Quiet Comfort 35s. Um, yeah, here they are. I happen to have these here. These are great headphones. Bose Quiet Comfort 35s. They're noise canceling. They're active noise canceling, which means you put them on and it just sucks all the air out of the room. You can't really hear what's going on around you. Now, these are aging a little bit, so they're not fitting quite around my ears the way they used to. But if you want to focus, these are good headphones for that because these, when I put them on, they're almost too good as far as taking noise out of the room. They almost make you feel like your head's underwater. I had another pair before this. Actually, I still have them. They're Quiet Comfort 15s. Highly recommend those two. And they actually sound good. And I was talking to a mixer friend of mine who's mixed quite a bit of records, and I was asking him about his favorite headphones, and he said, and I had these phones at the same time, Quiet Comfort threes, which you can probably get for a song now, because you can probably buy them used. You can still buy parts for them, and that's another thing that I like too. I like headphones that aren't one piece. Like I've got a few headphones like that, but for instance, if this cord were to go bad, you can just buy a new cord. These right here, they start peeling or they get loose or they break open or something like that. You can buy those things from Bose. So I like headphones that you can repair because I've had headphones before where you just pretty much had to chunk them, figure out another use for them. So I do like that. So the Bose Quiet Comfort threes, the Quiet Comfort 15s, the Quiet Comfort 35s. I like them all, and they're all those are active noise canceling headphones. Okay, so I'll probably use those the most, just because right now I'm editing a series of videos on how to tune vocals with Melodyne, and that's the thing that I do. It's hard for me to mix or to edit video or mix or anything like that on MacBook speakers, just because there's so much ambient noise, and putting the act of putting headphones on kind of pulls you into the situation and makes you focus. And I need all the ways to make me focus that I possibly can get. Good morning, Steve. Good morning, Prick. Good morning, Fernando. Appreciate you guys coming. Okay, so number one, it was the Bose stuff. I love the Bose stuff. Second set of headphones that I probably use more, and I didn't plan this, but I've got these Apple AirPods Pros. I've got these paired to my phone here, and when I want to take a phone call, I just take them. If I want to listen to music, listen to a book or something like that, these are great. They're not fantastic when it comes to pairing them with several things. Like I tried to pair them. I've got them paired to my computer also, but it seems like with the Bluetooth technology, um, having to pair stuff and unpair stuff, and at the drop of a hat when you need it suddenly, it's kind of tedious and cumbersome. Wanted to go back to these just for a second. These are Bluetooth headphones also. So I don't mix with Bluetooth, but when you need wireless, when you're walking, when you're trying to stay disconnected, the Bose. They're great. I love the convenience of Bluetooth. Now, whether or not they sound as good as wired headphones, I don't know. But the cool thing about these is that you can actually plug a cable into them and they become just normal headphones. It bypasses the Bluetooth-ness of it, and you can just go use them regular, you know, as regular headphones. So number one, Bose Quiet Comforts. Number two, the Apple AirPod Pros. Love those. Um, and number three probably is the Yamaha RHM5As. Now these are not expensive headphones at all. I think you can pick these up for $30. Here, let me. I'm going to go find them real quick. Those are Yamaha RHM5A. Hopefully they're still available. I do not see them, but they're about $50 if you can find them. And I love them because they're hypey. They really are hypey. But as you get older and you start missing some top end stuff, some high frequency stuff, having a set of headphones like that you know what you're hearing, like if I'm questioning whether or not a hi has loud enough, I usually go to these headphones because if it's too loud, those headphones are going to tell me they're too loud. Another cool thing about those headphones is though they tell me a lot about low information. They're hypey on the low end, hypey on the low end. And if my bass guitar is too loud, those headphones are going to tell me. So that's a bargain right there for $50. A lot of studios that I worked at use the Sony MDR 7505 and 7506. I think those are also very hypey. I just never. Those tended to make my ears fatigue a little faster than other headphones did. So you may try the Sony MDR 7505s if you can't find the RHM5s. Okay. I use headphones when I'm tuning vocals, when I'm really trying to dial in tones for stuff, try to find noise and things, just because it kind of focuses you in, kind of tunes everything out. So yeah, I would recommend those. Now I used to use a pair of Sony MDR 2000 CD, which they're huge headphones. They're monster. Let me see if I can find those. MDR 2000 CD, I think. Yeah, those are. I saw these a little earlier. I don't see them now, but they're big headphones, but they sounded they were so comfortable. That's the other thing that you need to keep in mind is that the comfort level, because the next pair I'm going to tell you about is not comfortable, but they sound amazing. You need to make sure that if you're going to be wearing these headphones for long periods of time, you want to make sure that they're like this, that you barely even know you have them on after a while because they're comfortable. You can almost lay down on them and go to sleep, right? That's if you're creating music, that's what you want to have. And that will, what's more important, whether it sounds best or if it's comfortable, it depends on how long you want to work, for what period of time you want to work. Brad says Grado SR 325Es. Funny you should say that, Brad, because I'm using also my next pair on the list. I have a set of Grado RS2s. Now these are Brad. How much are those Grados? They sell Grados everywhere from like $89, $90 up to around $800. I'm kind of in the middle there, and I got a killer deal on these. So don't think that I went and spent this much money on headphones because I didn't. But my Grado RS2, I heard about from my friend Gordon Moat, who is a session player in Nashville. And I was just asking him what kind of headphones he loved. He said the Grado RS2s are phenomenal. So I kind of went on a quest to find a good deal on these Grados, and I did. Let me see if I can find the Grados, because I want to show you a picture of them. Grado, Grado RS2. Okay. They look like this. I'll share this here. They look like this. And these are that mine have the wood around them. Yeah, Brad, I probably paid a little less than 300 for mine, I think. So I got a killer deal on mine. But yeah, the Grados. The only thing about the Grados is they sound amazing. And I remember putting them on the first time. And it's hard to put a price tag on putting on a set of headphones and then hearing your mix through a different set of ears, almost like headphones that really just bring to light. And I remember putting these headphones on, and I was toward the end of a mix, and I was like, crap, these toms sound muddy now. I didn't notice them on any of my other speakers, but now they sound muddy. And then the detail on the reverb on this one is I had never noticed that before. And when I put these headphones on, that's what they did for me. But they're not over ear headphones as much as they sit on your ear, and the cartilage on my ear right here, it just kills me. After a while, it just kills me. So I wear these headphones when I'm kind of finishing up a mix, or when I'm referencing detail and verb, or just vocal levels. I try to listen to other stuff on it too, and then compare what my stuff sounds like with that. So HD 650s, yeah, with a sub pack. Okay, that's the next pair I'm going to mention. Actually, I don't have a pair of these, but the Sennheiser HD 650s seem to be the de facto kind of standard as far as hi-fi guys go. I mean, I know that, well, at least in my opinion, and the reason I say that is this: I used to have a lot of interns from MTSU, Middle Tennessee State University, which is a big recording college, and they would have a critical listening class, and the instructor would tell the students who were going through this critical listening class that they needed to buy a set of high-end headphones. And all the interns that I had that were in that class had bought these 650s, and I put the 650s on. They were detailed, they were comfortable. They were kind of both of those things. And hey, Brad, Dale, how much were those 650s that you've got? And what is a sub pack? I don't know what that is. I have to check that out, man. Tell me about that in the comments, if you would. So yeah, the Sennheiser HD 650 would be another good choice. That would probably be my go-to. If somebody said, hey, all your headphones just blew up, and they got the coronavirus and you have to throw them away. Sorry. I would probably go and grab a set of these Sennheiser HD 650s. I think they're $300 to $500, I think. Not terribly expensive for what they are. So yeah, check those out. And I think that's all I've got on my list today. I've used a lot of headphones in my day. But the things you have to, Mark Jacoby says, I have the Sennheiser 280 HD Pro Series. I've used them for years. I'd love to hear those, Mark, next time you come around. If you wouldn't mind me borrowing them for a day, I would love to hear them. The things you have to keep in mind are they repairable? Are they comfortable? What story do they tell? By the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about, what story do they tell? Go to mixcoach.com just mixcoach.com. There's a resource there, and I give you a lot of kind of resources to figure out how to get more consistent mixes. And one of the things is you have to listen to what your speakers are telling you. You have to listen to when you interview your headphones, when you interview your speakers, they are all going to have a bent to their story. They're going to say, I don't care about any of the details, but the snare I can tell you about. And that's what you have to piece together. You almost have to investigate if you're trying to come up with the best mix possible. You can't just listen to one resource. Your evidence, as well intended as it is, will skew your decisions, right? Unless you really know those headphones or those speakers intimately, you need to be listening to several different resources. If you have several headphones, that's cool. If you have a car and headphones, that's great. If you have studio monitors, headphones, in a car, you are getting really close now to being able to get really consistent mixes by listening to what these speakers are telling you. Throw this up real quick. Go here to grab that resource. So one other question here. Stephen Klein said open back versus closed back. In my opinion, Steve, I think the open back headphones sound the most natural because you can still hear conversation in the room. It doesn't close you out quite as much. These are closed back, which means, if you don't know what that means, it just means that these will close your ears off, and they cover your ears. They're like putting headphones. You can hear yourself talking more. Open back they're more open air, and you can actually hear the ambience in the room around you. You can hear a little bit of conversation going on around you, but they are just like a really good set of monitors close to your ears. They don't close your head off. So I think that these have different purposes. I think the 650s are open back, which means you can actually hear them around. If you're listening, you can stand beside a person who's listening to these headphones and hear them pretty well, which works okay if you're mixing, because you want to be focused, but you don't necessarily want this like somebody's hands are over your ears while you're mixing. So you want the open back for that. But if you're going to be more all-purpose and you want headphones to also monitor with vocals, the open back headphones are not quite as good because there's more leakage, right? There's more click track popping through. There's more of the guide vocal popping through, and it could get into the microphone and kind of cause a little extra work down the road. Closed back headphones, they do just that. They kind of close off the sound going in, and they close the sound coming out. So those are more geared for overdubs and stuff. So Steve, it really just depends on what your application is. But for mixing only, I'd probably go with the more open back. That's what the Grado RS2s are. And let's see, I think the Sony MDR 2000s are more like that too. I know the 650s are open back. So if you just want critical listening abilities, open back seems to be a little bit more of the standard from what I've seen, and closed back is more for application for, overdubbing, that sort of thing. But I wish there were a service where you could like rent headphones. Like I would love to rent a dozen headphones of the high end, not even knowing the price of the headphones. That's important because sometimes you just want to throw money at a situation, right? Like, this is more expensive. It's got to be better than that, right? Well, not so much these days, because I haven't found in the last several years, I haven't found a bad microphone. I mean, like just really, really bad microphone. And some mics that cost, $99 are giving good competition to really high-end microphones. So you can't really just say that the most expensive thing is the best thing anymore. So I would love to have a service where people just send you like Warby Parker with your glasses, right? They'll send you 5 pairs of glasses and you try them on and you look at them and you see how many compliments you get with your glasses, and then you decide, right? I wish there was if anybody, my buddies out there at mikrentals.com, you also start doing headphone rentals too. That'd be awesome. So, okay. So hopefully that clears a lot about headphones. I would love to hear your comments. If you're listening to this after the fact and you want to post in the comments, I'd love to hear from you. But right now we have Bose Quiet Comfort 3, 15, 35, Grado RS2s, Yamaha RHM5As, Sony MDR 2000 CDs, Sennheiser HD 650s, Apple earbuds, earbud pros. I don't know about the other ones, but these are actual active noise canceling also, which is another reason I got them. And then in the comments, we've got the Grado SR 325E, which is about $300, I think, for those. Brad said. Let's see, Sennheiser 280 HD Pro Series. I've also heard good things about Quincy Jones has a model of the AKG. Somebody remind me what those are a little bit. I was going to buy a pair of those. I'll probably recommend those two because I was really hot on those at one time. They're AKG somethings, Quincy. And he, I think Quincy's model may just be colored differently or whatever, but I know those are good, and I know those are pretty hi-fi headphones also. Focal Spirit Pros, haven't tried those. Focal Spirit, I'm gonna try those. I'm gonna check those out. I wonder when a company like Barefoot, which I have Barefoot monitors, I wonder when they're going to come up with with headphones. I'd be interested to hear those myself. Focal Spirit and I've never used the Meyer, any of the Meyer headphones, B Meyer or B Meyer. Yeah, I haven't used those. So, okay, Mark Jacoby mentioned another pair of headphones called Raycon Bluetooth earbuds. Haven't heard about those either. Man, there are so many possibilities out there. You could never. Hey, Lorenus from Lithuania, welcome. Thanks for coming, man. Just talking about headphones. Just kind of in closing, I was going to say, with the price variations in headphones, how many models there are to choose from. I mean, like really good models to choose from. You really can't go wrong picking headphones if you take into account, are they comfortable? Can you wear them for long periods of time? Because the longer you can focus on mixing or tuning, the better off it's going to be. And the more you're like in pain, which I have been before, because your ears are tired and they're compressing and they're just hurting. And if the bone or the cartilage on your ears is hurting, or your head feels like you've had a brick sitting on it all day, you're not going to use those headphones long enough to be able to really make a difference on stuff, right? Unless you really have your workflow dialed in. So I guess just in closing, let me say that there are no perfect headphones. There is only perfect headphones for the purpose you're using them for and for you. So I would say pick a pair of headphones and just be happy with it until you find something else. But I think if I were going to just like grab a grab bag, I'd probably go with the HD 650s, even though I don't have any right now. And also, I want to mention one other pair of headphones too, and I have no idea how much these cost. They could be really, really expensive. So Matt Boudreau, my friend at Working Class Audio, I think he may be giving a pair of these away. Audeze, I don't know if you've heard. I don't even know how to spell that. It looks like audio ease, but he keeps saying Audeze, like A to Z, but it's Audeze. So check those out. I may check those out too, and you might want to go over to Working Class Audio and see if he's still giving a pair of those away. I know they sent him a few pairs. And I don't know exactly what he's doing with them. Maybe he'll give you a pair of them. I don't know. But check those out. I would love to check those out also. When selecting headphones, what is the frequency specs to look for? Mark asked that. Let me pop that up. Mark, so I don't really look at frequency response that much. Really, I just kind of go with how I feel when I put them on. And I know that sounds really low tech, but honestly, can you wear them for long periods of time? Do they fatigue your ears? Do they feel heavy? That, to me, that goes a lot further because I think I'm ADD. What? I think I'm ADD, and I find that being able to focus for longer periods of time is more productive for me than whether there's a bump at 250 or whether they roll off at 20 hertz as opposed to 25 hertz. So I don't necessarily look at frequency responses on anything really, just like how does it sound? Because I had a mentor to tell me if it sounds good, it is good. So if these headphones make you want to work, then they are good headphones, right? So anyway, I know that's not. I know that you're probably wanting more of a succinct answer than that, but that's the honest truth on my part, is that if the headphones you're putting on make you want to work, then you won the headphone game. All right. Okay. Well, that was I'm going to listen. Let me do this real quick. Now, this is not ready just yet, but what I was going to do is put up some of the headphones that I talked about. Let me take this comment down here. Here we go. Okay, so I'm working on a resource for you on mixcoach.com/headphones. As of 8:26 on Wednesday, it's not there yet, but hopefully by 9 o'clock, there will be some resources there for you. Just an easy place for you to go and take a look at the headphones. It probably will be an Amazon link in there. So if you happen to buy some headphones from there, thank you. That'd be awesome. You don't have to though. But anyway, I'm gonna close shop today because today I am recording a sermon. Recording a sermon, audio and video, and then I'm going to come back and be mixing it in Reaper a little bit. I've been mixing some of our past services in Reaper and been tuning in Melodyne, and so I've got a lot of stuff to do today, and so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up now. And if you guys have any more questions, or if you want to lay some links or recommendations for guys about headphones in the comments, I would appreciate it. I'll go back and read it too. So anyway, I will see you guys on Friday. Friday, I won't be going live tomorrow. I'll be working on my product. But Friday, I'll give you guys a recap of what I've been doing today. What I've been doing this week, and hang out with you guys for a little while longer. I really do enjoy your time, and I appreciate your time and your attention. And hopefully this has been helpful. Okay. So with that being said, I will see you guys on Friday. All right. Take care. Bye.